Hey everyone, welcome back again. 9 years old, Kim Taehyung always believed he was a manly man. He tried to walk with a strong posture, deepen his voice when speaking, and even practiced flexing in front of his mirror. But now, none of those things changed the fact that everyone said he looked too cute, too soft, too girly, and Taehyung was sitting on the carpet playing with his toy dinosaurs when his mother walked in with an excited smile. Mom, hey baby, I have something to tell you. He looked up immediately, hugging his toy to his chest. What it is, Mom? She said beside him and stroked his hair, soft blonde hair. Mom, you are going to be the flower girl at my wedding? Taehyung froze. Then Taehyung, Mommy, no. I am a grown man. A man doesn't throw flowers. He threw himself onto the floor dramatically. His mom giggled, though she tried to hide it behind her hand. Mom, Tae, please do it for me. Only real men do things that makes the people they love happy. Things set up as narrowing. Real men for mommy? But then he remembered the worst part school. The kids at school already teased him for being cute, for having soft cheeks and sparkly eyes, and for liking pretty things. But mommy, everyone at school will make fun of me again, even more. His voice cracked and he stomped his little feet. His mother smiled soft and she pulled him into her lap. Mom, none from school will be at the wedding, sweetheart. It's just family and the guests wouldn't care. They will only see how adorable and brave you are. Then blinked up at her. Think, do I have to wear a dress? Mom, not if you don't want to, my tete. He thought a long thought. Finally, he stood up, his balded face firm. Then, okay, I'll do it for mommy, only for mommy, his mom exclaimed and lifted him in her arms. Mom, my brave baby, my Taehyungi, Taehyung giggled proudly, Taehyung, but remember, only for mommy. That night before the wedding, Taehyung walked into the room after brushing his teeth and stopped his white Tester was hanging on the door, sparkly, cute, soft looking. It looked like a prince outfit he got him. It's only for mommy, and only for mommy. He climbed onto bed, curled up under the bed, and stared at the ceiling, thinking, tomorrow I never do this again. But deep down, he was nervous, terrified. Actually, he had never been in front of so many girls. What if he tripped? What if he threw the petals wrong? What if people laughed? His little hands trembled until he finally fell asleep 2 hours later. The wedding day, the wedding hall was beautiful. White clothes, decorated tiny fairy lights, flowers everywhere. Then peeked from behind the wall, holding his small basket of petals. His heart pounded loudly. His mom turned and saw him. Mom, Tete, you look so handsome. Baby Taeyang blushed and Taeyang, you look like a princess, mommy. Taeyang, you look like a princess, mommy. She kissed his forehead gently and guided him towards the start of the vessel. Taeyang inhaled a second breath, then the music started. His smile so stepped onto the vessel. His tone, his smile appeared. Soft whispers filled the air. He focused on breathing so he wouldn't pass out, and despite his hand into the dipped his hand into the basket and gently threw a handful of white and black rose petals. Everyone awed, but Tiang didn't see any of that. His eyes were locked on the floor so he wouldn't trip the boy watching him. Among the crowd was a 10 years old boy standing near the groom's side. Jungkook, he wore a teddy suit suit for his role as the ring bearer. His dark hair curled slightly over his forehead, and he had a quiet, observant gaze. The moment he saw them walking down the aisle, Jungkook paused. A flower girl who was a boy, weird but cute, very cute. The boy's cheeks and soft smile. The way he spoke petals with gentle, Jungkook found himself staring at his hand tapped at his shoulder. It was he told a cousin, Cookie, stop staring at the flower boy. You're gonna make him nervous. Jungkook rolled at his eyes. Jungkook, I wasn't staring. He definitely was, and he continued staring anyway. After the ceremony, the party moved into the garden. Music filled the air. Adults danced, kids ran around. The fairy lights made everything glow, but Jungkook stood alone near a tree, quietly watching everyone. Crowds wasn't his thing. Then a small moving blur catch his eyes. It was Taehyung. The boy ran straight towards a rose bush filled with white roses. He crouched down and examined her flower with his sparkling eyes. Jungkook felt his heart jump. He hesitated, then walked towards him. First conversation, Jungkook, hi. Taehyung jumped like a scared kitten and turned quickly. Taehyung, oh, hi. He recognized Jungkook as Ring and smiled shyly. Jungkook, you were the flower boy, right? What's your name? Taehyung. Taehyung. Jungkook smiled softly. Jungkook, I'm Jungkook. Taehyung looked at him directly for the first time. Jungkook's smile was warm, comforting, but then Taehyung frowned suspiciously. Taehyung, are you here to make fun of me for being the flower girl? Because if you are, I'm leaving. His voice was shaky but brave. Jungkook startled and waved his hand past Jungkook. No, sir, I'm not. I just wanted to say, he gulped. Jungkook, you look really cute. Taehyung closed his ears, turned red. I'm not cute. I'm manly. Mommy says I'm manly. Jungkook laughed softly. Jungkook, it's okay to be cute, Tete. Taehyung's blush deepened. No one had ever called him Tete except his mom, and he didn't hate it. Jungkook crouched down near the roses and began gently plucked petals, white ones and small black ones from the bush beside it. Taehyung watched Jungkook gather two full hands handful, then he lifted them up and bumped them gently over Taehyung's head. Taehyung screamed. He startled Taehyung. Hey, Jungkook grinned. Jungkook, you look even cuter, covered in petals. Taehyung nearly melted. Taehyung, Jungkook, you are a meaning. But his voice held it. No anger, no sadness. A quiet moment under the tree. They sat together under the tree, watching the glowing lights. Jungkook plucked a petal and set it on Taehyung's knee. Jungkook, why didn't you want to be the flower girl? Taehyung looked down. Taehyung, people at school make fun of me. They say I look girly, so I wanted to be manly. But mommy looked so happy, so I did it. Jungkook leaned closer, voice soft. Jungkook, I don't think you are girly. Taehyung looked up hopefully. Jungkook, I think you're pretty. Taehyung says, friend, pretty? No one ever said that kindly. Jungkook, pretty is good. Pretty is special. You are special, Tete. Taehyung felt something warm in his chest. He didn't know what it was, but he liked it. Damn, Jungkook, you are nice. Jungkook smiled gently. Jungkook, and you are my cute petal. Taeyang brushed his face in his hands. He was completely red. The music softened and both boys watched it. The adults having fun. Jungkook plucked another petal and held it out. Jungkook, Tete, Taeyang, yes. Jungkook, can we be friends? Taeyang nodded instantly. Taeyang, yes, I wanted to be friends with Jungkook. Jungkook gave him a small side smile. Jungkook, then I want to call you something. Taeyang, what? Jungkook leaned close, whispering, Jungkook, my tete? Taeyang's heart exploded with butterflies. Taeyang, oh, okay, Jungkook. As the night ended, their parents called them both. boys stood up, still staring at each other sadly. Jungkook, I hope we meet again, Peter. Taehyung, me too. Jungkook gave before turning away. Jungkook reached out and placed a small black rose petal in Taehyung's hand. Jungkook, keep it. Remember me? Taehyung held it carefully like treasure. Taehyung, I will always. Their parents guided them away, but both boys kept looking back until they couldn't see each other anymore. The night ended with one boy holding a petal and one boy thinking of a smile. Little did they know, this was only the beginning of their story. 10 years passed, 10 years since the wedding night, 10 years since the petals, 10 years since a shy boy named Jungkook called another boy petal for the first time, and 10 years since they kept a black rose petal safely hidden in a small paper box under his bed. 19 years old Kim Tae walked through the hallway of the Performing Arts University with his backpack slung over his one shoulder. His blonde hair had grown soft and fluffy. His eyes still sparkled like when he was small, and he had a smile that light up a room. But some things hasn't changed. He still got flustered easily. He still got teased for being pretty, and he still tried though less desperately to look manly. But this time he wasn't doing it because he hated being cute. He did it because somewhere deep in his heart he remembered a boy who called him Petal, a boy who told him pretty was special, a boy named Jungkook. They didn't know if Jungkook remembered him. They had never met again. Both families moved to different cities, but every night they looked at the black petal and smiled softly. Maybe fate will bring them together again. Jungkook at 20, John Jungkook now 20, was a campus heartthrob. Tall, sharp jaw, dark eyes, broad shoulder, and tattoos climbing up his right arm. Everyone wanted him, but Jungkook never seemed interested. He always kept to himself, always calm, always watching the world quietly like he was waiting. A classmate once asked him why he never dated. Jungkook simply shrugged and said, Jungkook, I'm waiting for someone cute. He didn't explain more. He didn't tell anyone about a memory friend but one of a tiny boy, blond boy covered in rose petals, looking like a soft dream. He didn't tell anyone about the black petal he kept too. Yes, he kept one too, folded inside a page of his own old diary, and he waited 10 long years. The unexpected meeting, it had happened on a random Tuesday afternoon. Thing was carrying a large box of art supplies across the courtyard. The box was heavy and blocked his view. He wiggled bobbly left and right. Thing, oh, no, 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 don't fall, don't fall. But of course, the universe said that the plans he prepared and absolutely nothing. Yep, the box flew out of his hands, but Thing didn't hit the ground. A strong arm wrapped around his waist, pulling him into a firm chest. Thing blinked up in shock. A tall boy with dark hair, pressed eyebrow, stared back at him. Their bodies were pressed together. Theung's hand rested on the boy's chest. The boy's arm stayed around his waist, steady and warm. Jungkook, careful, Petal. Theung saw to stop at Theung, Petal. Only one person had called him that. Jungkook's eyes widened slightly. Jungkook, did he? Theung gasped. Damn, Jungkook. The box of the art supplies hit the floor beside them, but neither noticed them. Stared at the older boy. Not all handsome, mature, and impossibly beautiful. Jungkook stepped back, eyes softening slowly, like he had just found something he had been searching for years. Then Jungkook pulled them into a tight hug. Jungkook, I finally found you. Things thought excuse Taehyung hugged back tightly, saying, I missed you, Jungkook. Jungkook breathed out a tiny laugh against his ear. Jungkook, I missed you too, Petal. They moved to the nearby bench under a cherry blossom tree. Jungkook carried Taehyung's art supplies like they weighed nothing. Taehyung walked beside him, hiding his red cheeks. They said Jungkook looked straight at him. Jungkook, you are pretty, Tete. Taehyung choked on the air. Think pretty? Jungkook, I am manly now. Jungkook smirked and leaned closer, his voice low. Jungkook, no, Petal, you are pretty, and I still like pretty. Taeyong melted into a puddle. He covered his face with his hands. Taeyong, stop teasing me, Jungkook, gently tucking his hands away. Jungkook, why would I stop? You are cute when you blush. Taeyong squinted. As Sweet walked together, they walked through campus, talking about everything they missed. Taeyong told him about art school. Jungkook told him about music classes and boxing. Taeyong told him about his pet dog. Jungkook told him he still hated crowds. Then Jungkook finally asked, Jungkook, Tete, did you keep the petal I gave you? Taeyong froze, blushing like a firework. Taeyong, yes, I still have it. Jungkook's lips curled upward. Jungkook, good. I still have mine too. Taeyong breathed hinted. Taeyong, really? Jungkook nodded. Jungkook, I kept it because I didn't want it to forget you. Taeyong pressed a hand to his racing chest heart. Jungkook gets possessed. They reached the entrance of Taehyung's art building. A group of students waved Taehyung, Lee, Taehyung, join us for lunch. And Taehyung, sit with us today. Same Taehyung, you promised to help me with my painting. Taehyung looked overwhelmed. Before he could answer, Jungkook stepped behind him, placed a protective hand on his waist. The student stared. Jungkook stared back, expression calm but unmistakable, claiming Jungkook is busy. The students blinked in surprise before slowly walking away. Taeyang turned red. Taehyung, Jungkook, you scared them. Jungkook, good. Taeyang, good. Jungkook, I don't like people taking my petal from me. Taeyang sneezed up a little. Taeyang, Jungkook. Later that day, Jungkook walked Taeyang home. They stopped at Taeyang's front gate, standing under a soft street light. Taehyung held the straps of his backpack nervously. Jungkook stood close, his presence warm and steady. Taehyung, Jungkook, thank you for today. Jungkook, for catching you when you fall. Taehyung giggled softly. Taehyung, for finding me again. Jungkook brushed Taehyung's wings away from his eyes. That is small, gentle touch made Taehyung please. Jungkook, Tete. Taehyung, yes, Jungkook, can I say something? Taehyung nodded. Slowly, Jungkook leaned closer, nose almost touching Taehyung's. Jungkook, I liked you then, and I like you now. Taehyung's breath catched. Jungkook cupped his cheek gently. Jungkook, I wanted to say, stay by your side again. I wanted to call you Petal again. I want you to be mine again, but this time for real, till tears filled Taehyung's eyes. I like it too, Jungkook. Always did. Jungkook's thumb wiped a tear from his cheek. Jungkook, then let me say it properly. He lifted Taehyung's chin gently. Jungkook, Taehyung, bye, Tete. Will you be my boyfriend? Taehyung burst into a huge smile. Taehyung, yes, yes, Jungkook, I will be yours. Jungkook's expression softened into a warm smile. He pulled Taehyung into a tight hug, resting his chin on Taehyung's shoulder. Jungkook, my petal. Taehyung, my Jungkook. Taehyung pulled back slightly, faces still closed, his cheeks were red, his eyes sparkled. He looked like a blooming flower. Jungkook, can I kiss you, baby? Taehyung sneezed nearly bucket. Taehyung, yes, Jungkook. Jungkook leaned down. Slowly, his lips touched Taehyung gently. Soft warm sweat, Taehyung melted into the kiss. His hands clenched Jungkook's shirt. Taehyung held him by his waist. Jungkook held him by his waist, keeping him close, him like he was something delicate and precious. When they pulled back, Taehyung was breathless. Taehyung, wow, Jungkook clenched forehead, resting against Taehyung. Jungkook, you tasted like strawberries. Petal. Taehyung slapped his chest lightly. Taehyung, stop embarrassing me. Jungkook never. Months passed and their relationship grew deeper. Jungkook waited for Taehyung after class. Taehyung brought Jungkook is during practice. Jungkook held Taehyung's waist whenever someone looked at him too long. Taehyung called Jungkook baby in the softest voice, and every night Jungkook Taehyung good night whispering Jungkook my Tete. Taehyung whispered back Taehyung my Jungkookie. They kept the petals, Taehyung's black petal on his nightstand, Jungkook's in a silver locket. 10 years ago they met with petals. 10 years later they meet again with hearts ready to love. They grew together, loved together, bloomed together. Their story ended not with petals falling but with petals growing. A happy ending for Petal and Jungkook. I don't know what would you feel about it. You might be feel it was a rushed ending, but yeah, this is how it is. Give me your feedback, whatever you feel about it. I will be back soon. Bye bye.